We are back. All right. So, Dorothy, you're going to go and see Hanar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so since this is a social thing, I am going to use my grooming kit. I'm going to get my laundry done and take a bath. And I bring Foxglove in the bathtub with me, and she has a little bunch of she has like that bubble crown thing, and it's very fun. The bath is mostly for Foxglove, but
Okay.
I actually have taken rats not in the bath with me, but like along the corner of the bath when I'm in the bathtub, and they enjoy it a lot.
You got to make sure all of your stolen hair is properly conditioned also.
Oh, absolutely. Who knows where it was before?
Okay.
It's like Cinderella.
Is it grave hair?
No.
You got so offended when I said that you killed somebody for it.
Okay, what
But you keep saying that you've stolen it off of a body, which is a thing that is not alive typically.
No, she kind of went around during the night to a bunch of blonde people's houses and just like clipped a little bit from each hair. There's like bald patches in some people from they can't see. It's highlights and lowlights.
My next
I don't know how, but that's worse.
Yeah, my next guess was
It grows
that
back.
was, in fact, your hair from the old days.
No, that body is long destroyed.
So this is just stranger's hair. A variety
A
of
stranger's
stranger's
just a friend you haven't met yet.
hair. A stranger's just a source of hair for you.
It grows. Get over yourself.
I'm not
Get over
judging you
yourself.
for it. I'm just figuring it out. I'm just piecing it together. Dorothy,
The actual greatest puzzle of our ages.
when have
you're
I
better
ever
than
judged you? When have I ever judged you?
Hopefully every second of every interaction.
You know, now that I think about it, all the time we spent together, we've probably seen Dorothy's hair get destroyed like a bunch, pretty frequently, actually.
Well, no, because when we've seen each other, we were in a theater company, and you know it's not that rough on my hair.
Also, wigs are a totally reasonable thing to have,
Yes,
especially when we are throwing an opera.
yes. And where does that hair come from? Hmm?
I think it's some of it's horsehair, some of it's
Some of it's hair
fly.
from desperate people.
Reputable vendors.
I just think it's more ethical to steal a
Also
little
their hair.
bit. It's more ethical.
They get to have money from it.
Okay, it's more ethical to steal a little bit of hair from the very rich than to give a little bit of money for a lot of hair for desperate poor people.
So you'd
you
rather
think about it-
cut out that source of income for people who are at their wits' end.
No.
Oh, I
because
think you're completely correct.
No.
Actually, you've turned my head completely around on this subject.
Also, I make the market for the rich people to buy more hair. So when
Are you selling them back the hair when you're done? What's happening?
No, if they
No,
notice the
then they
bald
have-
patch, they have to buy other hair. So I'm helping the economy. And I wouldn't say hero, but you know.
It's like a roundabout
If
redistribution
someone
of
else
hair
said
wealth.
hero, well,
It's a-
whatever.
The trickle down economics of hair. I got you. A cascade, if you will.
So,
I am going to also cast my disguise spell so that I'm not a terrifying doll for like 5 minutes. Technically for over an hour. Oop, I didn't mean to roll that. Sorry. Ignore that one. Am I cursed? Am I cursed? I am not cursed. Yes.
Okay.
Also, I'm a little shorter in this iteration. I don't think I'm gonna go full on this, but I do like Madame V's suggestion that I just appear smaller and more dialogue each time I appear, and then like eventually people will just be used to it, and they'll be like, "Dorothy's always been a creepy doll. We've always been fine with this."
I don't remember
Gaslight the
suggesting that,
crew.
but go for it. Yeah.
It's not gaslighting if that's the only means of lighting the ship. That's just regular lighting. I'm enlightening the crew. Thank you.
That's what I like about you, Dorothy. You can talk yourself into anything.
Okay. So you go to the ship, and
Hello, fellow humans.
well, Hannah is there training some of the, or no, Maybell was the one who was set to train the crew. In some athletics, if I recall correctly. And Hannah is there, like, overseeing the watch of the ship. And she sees you approaching. She says, "Ahoy, Dorothy."
Hello, other human. When are you off your shift?
At sunset is when the next shift begins.
Okay, well, forget your plans for dinner, because I'm taking you out.
That's awfully nice of you.
Well, don't say that yet.
Most suspiciously nice.
What's the occasion?
I want to pick your brain a bit, if that's okay. But don't worry, I will get you significantly drunk enough to put up with me.
I thought you were going to say, don't worry, that's a metaphor.
No, but she doesn't know I'm weird. That's only what I let, people I'm close with know about.
All right, well, that sounds like an enjoyable evening.
Okay, I'll come back at nightfall, I guess.
See you then.
Walk away. And I just hang out being a cool human at the docks.
But what are you doing?
Reaching all the things on the tall shelves and asking people how the weather is down there. And being a general nuisance, I guess. And eventually recasting my disguise spell so that it doesn't just poof away.
I'm bullying everyone that's under 5'4".
Yeah. Hey, shortstop, get out of my way. No, bullying everyone who's under 4 feet because she's like 3 feet. So I don't know. 5 feet seems very intimidatingly tall to be yelling at. Yeah. So, yay. Okay, I am not cursed for the second time that I reapply my skills.
Okay. All right, so sunset comes, and you can see some of the crew returning to the ship from their shore leave to take up watch, along with those 3 mercenaries that you hired previously.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. We don't need you anymore.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you were to be watching for Decency, and she's dead. So you're off my payroll. Sorry. You did good, not letting our ship go on fire.
All right then. Well, keep us in mind if you need any future work.
Okay, I'm gonna give them a bonus of a coin each.
There.
Severance pay.
Ah, thanks.
Yeah, and I also have to take off the... Okay. There we go.
All right. So as you're talking with them, Hanar sees you, and she starts coming down the gangplank to the docks, and she says, "All right, so where are we going?"
Well, I asked Madame V what the best places were in town, so we're avoiding those. Because I don't think either of us has time for that level of free. And then I noticed a lot of people going into this place. Looks like the food is good. I have absolutely eaten there before, and I've enjoyed masticating.
That definitely gets an eyebrow raise from Hanar.
I enjoy putting the foods and swallowing them. Yep, let's go. Come on.
All right. Should be interesting.
Has this been addressed before? Can you eat
I can put
when you're disguised?
I can put food in my face hole, yes.
Okay.
And then I have to like clean out my cavity.
To deal with that later.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I mean, that's how usually. I mean, it's just more automated.
It's not that different from how humans do it, I guess.
Can you just have Foxglove eat it?
In my mouth?
Yeah, you know, we've established that Foxglove can fit inside your body, so you just through your mouth to Foxglove who eats it for you.
That is an amazing idea, and yes, I will do that. Foxglove can...
Dorothy's jaw just creaks open and this rat head shoots out and grabs something off of her fork.
Like the xenomorph.
No, that's silly. She's just simply in my head cavity, waiting to be fed to bits. Come on. You think we haven't done this before?
Okay.
I love and absolutely hate everything about this situation.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what's the name of this place, Christine?
The Chum Bucket.
Oh, great. Sounds about right. Okay.
It's a place for sailors.
Mm-hmm.
It finally gets some use now.
All right. I think so what does Dorothy's human form look like?
It looks like it looks like Dorothy, but like scaled up and without like the weird proportions of her face. It looks like human Dorothy.
Okay. As you approach, the bouncer is like, sorry, miss, I think you might prefer Weenie Hut Jr. across the street. And then
shit.
sees Hanar and goes, "Oh, is she with you?" Hanar just like glowers at the guy.
That's so mean.
And
I'll have you know, I'm not thousand. I am 25. Yes.
Which is what it says on my driver's license.
Which you cannot see.
Just knock a zero off of the end there.
My
Yeah.
legally issued
I just
ID.
hold my thumb over the zero.
Hanar just says, "Don't mind this idiot," and she punches him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
this is a good place.
That's the password.
Wait, what? What's happening?
He just like gives a thumbs up and like is holding his nose. And Hannah like holds the door for you.
Okay, okay. I mean, I've spent a lot of time with Viper, so I can deal. This
Listen,
is
you
fine.
didn't want frou-frou in your restaurant. You went completely. I listed all of the places in Enclave that had any sort of decorum. I did. I went down the list.
You
and this
did.
was an
You
audit.
did. You absolutely did. Okay. Thank you, lady.
Is that in character to Hanar?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm also using charming at some point. I always forget I have this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to count this as a carousing session.
All right.
So all of our stress damage is healed, and stress resistance 4, and 25 silver.
All right. Do you even have any stress damage?
I cannot take stress damage, no.
That's what I thought. Too creepy for that.
Really just trying to get Hanar the negative stress damage.
To brace for all this. Well, stress resistance 4 would probably be good to deal with me.
Okay. So yeah, the two of you get some food.
I love food so much.
It's probably some kind of like seafood chowder that is definitely on the thin side, that might have something other than seafood in it.
I mean, Foxglove will eat it. It's fine.
Yeah. And I'm sure Hanar's probably had worse. And she comes back with like mugs of beer for the two of you.
Love drinking poison. It's great.
Yeah, the beer here is pretty bad. I agree.
I'm sorry. Should I take you someplace else? I'm sorry. I thought you'd be more comfortable not elsewhere.
I think that you're correct that the places the captain would have suggested would have been out of my wheelhouse.
I don't think you're allowed to punch people at Le Chateau, but I don't know for sure. I've never been. I mean, we can go there and punch some people and see what happens, but I don't recommend it. I mean, we can leave the city now. So maybe. Do you want to go punch some people? No. Anyway.
Dorothy, do you want to elope really quick?
What?
Hey, do you want to get out of here? Do you want to fucking...
Are you tired of being nice?
Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Just sometimes. I don't know. I'm just trying to make her comfortable. Humans like to punch other humans. I've noticed it in my studies.
I think maybe Dorothy's been spending too much time around Viper.
There is never too much time around Piper. How dare you? So you've been a sailor for a while now, before the
Basically all my life.
huh. Neat.
And what I'm a little unclear on this. What is it that you do?
She just freezes in place for like a good while. I was the stage manager and lighting designer and just general like money master of the theater that Madame V and Viper worked at.
Oh, I see. So I've always
I know a lot of old odd skills.
all right. So I am not sure how to approach this question because the Quodlibet doesn't exactly have a common command structure. Do I need your permission to speak frankly, Dorothy?
No. Do I need your permission?
I don't know, but you have it if it's necessary.
Isn't Dorothy canonically the one who's paying Hanar?
Yeah, I was the one who hired Hanar. But I mean, like, the captain could have delegated that to, like, just like a rando, I guess.
I was expecting you to have a more hands-on officer role once we were on the ship, but you just sort of disappeared somewhere into the hold. So I wasn't sure if you were the captain's financier or... it's clear what Viper does on the ship. She punches things.
Oh, yeah.
Is clearly very good at it. I'm not sure what you do on the ship, but obviously you're valuable to the captain. So I won't press matters.
Okay.
After all, the captain's personal life is none of my business.
Okay, I'm sensing motive here. 24.
Hannah thinks that you're V's like
Consort?
basically.
Oh, no, I wouldn't even know which head to kiss. No.
If I were to speculate, the answer would be both, perhaps alternating. But that is not my place, as I said.
Not that Hannah has considered this at all, or thinks about it ever.
I mean, we've all thought about it. Listen. It's fine. We've all thought about it. It's fine. No.
That's not gay.
I'm sorry, I have to take a quick sidetrack because I need to tell the story when I was convinced I was straight because I was very Christian in high school, and I would like straight up tell people like, yeah, I would kiss a woman and that I'm straight, so it's just a straight thing to do. It's a straight thing to want to kiss a woman. And then and I was just like, come on, like, you said you're straight, but like, you'd sleep with a dude. Like, come on, like, I would absolutely have sex with a woman, but like, I'm totally straight.
It's such a straight thing to want to do and think about.
Like, it's just girls being girls and like having loving relationships that last years for each other. It's just girl things. It's just what we do. Shut up. I'm straight.
It's what friendship is, clearly.
I've seen some documentaries. No. I don't. No, I don't. With her or anyone.
Oh, you're single.
Yes. That's. Yeah. Yes. Like a human.
Are you sure you're single? It sounds like maybe the answer is it's complicated.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, no, haven't been with anyone for years. No, I'm good. So you've been a sailor? Wow, that's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, all my life, ever since I was a wee youngin',
Yeah.
I've been on ships.
I guess you had like a 10-year break What did you do for 10 years without? Yeah, that's, you know what? You don't have to tell me that. Yeah. Me.
Oh, smuggling mostly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave to use the washroom, which I do. Excuse me.
Okay, Dorothy, where are you going?
To the washroom?
Okay. There's a hole.
Yay! I take out Foxglove and I ask her what the fuck is going on. Just oh. Are you picking up some weird things? What's going on? This is weird. I didn't think I'd have to have the cover story. I thought that just being human would be enough. I have to have a past.
Fucking mood.
No. Okay, Foxglove. Okay. I'm a human. I worked at the theater. I am single. Anything I'm missing?
Hobbies.
Hobbies. Okay, thank you. I like to smith.
Sniff?
Smith. You know Smith. You play too much, Foxglove. You know I'm saying Smith. Yeah, okay. Just usual me stuff minus a couple 100 years, right? That's human talk, yeah?
Yeah.
I love you, Foxglove. Oh.
From inside of your skull. Love you too.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. How long do people?
I'm amazed you didn't ask Foxglove to like whisper answers from inside of your head.
No, I feel like I have a greater grasp on humaning than a rat does, but it's a narrow margin. Okay, how long do people usually stay in here? Okay.
10 minutes, 20 minutes, is that right?
Like an hour? I don't. Okay. Okay. You know what? Yes, I will return now. I'll wet my hands and I'll go. Okay. Yes.
Wet your hands?
Wet them.
With what?
Water.
From where?
Magic.
I love the idea that you like come out with your hands washed. There's nothing in the bathroom to wash your hands with. And everyone knows it. Okay, so you come back to the table and Hanar's like sort of sitting there waiting for you.
That went normally. And I sit down.
That's good to hear. If it doesn't, you should probably see a doctor.
Yes, a human doctor. Yes. Yeah, so smuggling. All your life sailing. Have you I know your stance on magic people isn't great, but
Don't trust him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't either. I wouldn't. That's the right idea. I would imagine, though, that traveling, you would have had experience traveling with worshippers of the god of storms, maybe? Storm god? The one that, like, died and came back and now is causing all this trouble? I'm not accusing you of being a follower. I'm just flat out. I just want to...
Yeah, no, I don't really have a problem with them. They make good sailors.
Oh, so you're okay with... Oh, but they're not like the Have you encountered like a priest or priestess of
Yeah,
of
some of
this?
them were sailors.
Are are they dead? All dead now?
Uh, I mean, most of them, I think.
Do you have contacts with anyone who might not be dead?
Oh, why?
Um, we so you know about what happened to like all the diviners in town recently, right? You've been hearing about that?
For a second there, I thought you were going to bring up about what happened to all of the priests of the Stormlord. But yes, I also know about that.
I mean, it's connected. Okay, so from my understanding of what's going on, every single magic user that had it like was able to tell the future saw a near future where Enclave is overrun by the Sparked and the Storm God.
Doesn't
Uh,
sound good.
no. So, you know, being that my group has the means to help, we're looking to find a solution so that the last bastion of civilization isn't destroyed. And in order
What
to
group is that?
myself, uh Viper and Madame V.
Not that I don't appreciate the captain's flair for leading Viper's uh, strength in arms and your assured
Whatever.
stage managing. Uh, how exactly is a theater company going to stop a prophecy? Even if they do have a pretty good ship.
We have information on how to do this, and we need to gather 4 other pieces of information. And in order to do that, we're going to have to find the writings of, or ideally, just someone who is in the know about the Storm God. We we have the blueprints to do something about this. And I think it would be pretty crummy of us if we didn't try.
Okay. So, why aren't you, like, taking that stuff to someone at the university or the Coast Guard? You're buddies with the commander, from what I hear.
Ugh,
Aren't you, like, a junior detective or something?
well, all cops are bastards. And
Especially me.
especially me, yeah. I mean, the university was recently, like, they were keeping a sparked and studying it and feeding people to it. I don't trust the university. Um,
Fair.
and, I have more resources than you think. Um,
That definitely gets, like, her giving you, like, a narrowed look. Like, who is this person actually?
I'm a stage manager!
Uh-huh. In fact, I think
So-
she says stage manager, right?
I am a stage manager. I also have other skills. Like smithing.
Okay.
Okay. Point is that you are the best contact that I know of directing me towards a follower of the Storm God now that they've all been murdered. And hopefully some have gone underground.
And what do you need from this person? Assuming that I know someone who matches that description.
I need the true name of the storm god, a place of power from it, an object of power, and some sort of summoning ritual.
So you're not looking to, she, like, gestures, like, with a noose behind her neck?
Oh, God, no. No, I mean, like, obviously, obviously, magic people are kind of fucked up. But not every single person who does magic. Okay, so you know how magic happens, right? Like, right? This is normal knowledge, right?
No, but there's a
Okay.
reason that people go to university to study it.
Okay, so to my knowledge, and one of the reasons why I don't really fuck with magic users is that you kind of have. So in order for
Give me the short version.
mortals to access the amount of power to manipulate this realm, they don't. It's not it doesn't come from them. They get it from outsiders, which are like demons or fae or like creatures not of this realm. Right? You got that? Yeah. This realm, not of a realm.
They consort with the unnatural, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, in order to gain access to the power through them, typically, they have to do something for these creatures. And if it was nice, more people would have access to power. And not everyone who does magic has necessarily done that. Sometimes that's what opens up magic in a bloodline. But, I mean, people who do magic sometimes they lose their humanity. And I've noticed that, the more every time someone does a magical spell, it gives like a foothold of that being into this world. And if they ignore the pressure and ignore the warning signs, then their body can become a vessel for that creature to enact in the world, and they just lose complete control. But I'm sure your friend is fine.
You're not exactly giving me faith in the whole university system. So
I wouldn't trust it either.
You're telling me that they're doing a bunch of horrific shit there so that they can all have magic?
I'm saying that the people who have not had blood in their own blood, I'm saying the people new to magic, yes. Yes, absolutely, that's what's happening. Maybe. Because I only know the way my friends got magic.
I see.
Music program's really good though.
Yeah, no, the music program's really good.
All right. So you're not looking to do anything. You don't mean anything ill towards these followers.
No. Even if they directly were the people who summoned the god to the state right now, I mean, who hasn't fucked up, right?
Give me an impress roll.
Okay. So I have, with everything, an appearance modifier of 5, 22, plus whatever.
Plus 4. Okay. So that brings it up to 26.
And I got that appearance bonus, huh?
Of +1.
I'm sorry, this is taking longer than I thought it would. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, never apologize for art.
Yeah, I know someone who probably has some of the information you would want. And
What is it gonna cost?
I'm not gonna. You've taken me out to dinner, so I'm not gonna charge you anything for this information, especially since you maybe are a superior officer. That's unclear still.
Yeah, I think I need to ask Madame B about that. I think Gentleman Moose outranks me.
That would not surprise me. I think Gentleman Moose probably outranks the captain.
Ow.
At any rate, one of the crew is actually a follower.
What?
Yeah, took me a while to notice, but after working with her for a while, I was able to pick up on the signs. You know, as I said, I'm fairly familiar with followers of the Stormlord. It's Tika.
Who is that?
The Tika Tidehunter.
What's their special ability?
Fortune teller.
Ah.
Yes, all the gossip.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good.
So,
Hmm?
I was going to ask, is that all of why we're here?
What do you think about dolls?
Dolls?
Mm-hmm.
They're fine toys for children.
Good.
Good. Do you make them?
Not anymore. Used to.
Ah, I see. Dorothy, I need to be upfront about this. Is this a date?
No, it's a private hell.
What?
That sounds like a no. I'm sorry I asked. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
I'm not. I just. Did you want it to be a date?
I suppose I am not opposed to the idea. You aren't around on the ship a whole lot, so I don't really know you.
But I'm so charming. Add +5 to my disposition, please.
You are. Which is part of the reason I'm not opposed to the idea. But you seem uncomfortable with this. I'm
No,
sorry I brought
I'm
it up.
uncomfortable with me. I'm uncomfortable with me. That's the thing. I have secrets that I'm keeping from you, and it would be really unethical if I said yes, this was a date. But I haven't been what?
If it were a date, it would be a first date, and first dates aren't when you divulge deep, dark
Okay.
secrets from your past to each other.
Oh, you got some secrets?
Everyone has secrets, and
Yeah, but you got some dark shit.
I'm, what, 30, 35 years older than you?
Sorry.
I've got a lot more life experience.
I really thought you were going to stop at 30.
I'm 30. I'm almost to the grave. I have to be honest. No one in this lifetime has ever thought I've been on a date with them. So this is kind of really weird for me. I haven't even considered what that would mean. And I don't know what's happening.
All right. In that case, why don't we call it a night, but leave you think about it, and there can be a second if you want. Because this was a strange evening, but not altogether unpleasant. Though perhaps next time we can go somewhere where I don't have to punch the bouncer in the nose.
Okay. I am very sorry. Goodbye.
Do you want me to walk you home?
I have already started leaving.
She, just flags down the server
I've already
for another
paid for
beer.
dinner.
She's getting another drink.
Fair.
It's true, you did. You paid 25 silver, so she's probably got several rounds left to go.
Yeah. Also, I am rolling an impress check for boosting up that disposition again. So I am allowed to do that once per scene. I hope you have a full chart out, because I'm expecting charts by the end of this. Charts and graphs to show how our relationship is going. Boop. And I'm spending an action die because I haven't spent any today. So fuck it. Okay, 19.
All right.
Oh wait, no, 19 plus 4.
For appearance. Yep, okay.
I think as I'm walking away, I'm not thinking about it, but hopefully out of eyesight of Hanar, I do pull the rat out of my mouth. And start just like, what the fucking? What the fuck? Okay. Cool. Glad that happened.
Okay. So V, you've got 6 days while Viper is in the stacks. Is there anything you wanted to get up to?
I guess I could just ask around. We're looking for a place of power. We're looking for the god's true name. We're looking for an artifact of some kind, and we're looking for the ritual with which to do it. Right?
Yep.
What have we found of that?
Well, you've
Or
got...
what do we have leads on?
You have a lead potentially on all of it through Tika. Viper, once these 6 days are up, will have a location and the type of object, but not a lead on where to find said object. And
Okay.
no one has investigated the possibility of acquiring the suitable ritual or the power to fuel it.
Okay. Maybe I'll just kind of trawl around the university for a bit. No, that's not gonna work. The last time I asked people about their research, a bunch of people died. So I'm not gonna do that. Oh, fucking Christ. Who in this town will talk to me? I mean, I guess I could spend some time with the good Commodore, the good captain, see if there's any, like, shit that they've, what do you call it when you just take shit?
Civil forfeiture?
So, that, or,
Confiscate?
like, that's the one, thank you. If that they've confiscated related to the Storm God, that could be helpful.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm sure the Storm Temple and the priests and priestesses and whatnot had stuff
So
that probably shouldn't be floating around.
yeah, so you make an appointment to speak with Commander Hastings?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, I think it's probably a couple of days before your appointment. And then you're ushered into his office by his assistant. And he stands up to greet you, this big gator man. And because you are even bigger, reaches up to shake your hand as he says, "Madam V, it's a pleasure to see you as always."
Always a pleasure. And I shake his hand. Yeah.
So, what can I do for you today?
I was hoping, I was wondering if you had any documentation of when Enclave closed.
Reams of it.
Oh, do you mind if I go through it?
Well, a little. What is this about?
Well, you see, I've been thinking about those terrible visions everyone's been having, and thinking perhaps it is prudent to take our various skills and abilities and apply them to preventing the thing from happening. But one can't do that without the proper information. Otherwise, we're just shooting in the dark for no reason. So I wanted to familiarize myself a little more with the situation and with the Storm God.
I see. Now, to be honest, I have to ask. As a ship owner, why aren't you charging, say, Lord Broadwing an arm and a wing to get off the island? You could be making a killing evacuating the island, having one of the few ships.
Well, what an idea. It honestly hadn't occurred to me. Well, no one has approached me about it, for one. For two, I mean that is a very good idea, and certainly one that merits some attention, as the safety of the people of Enclave is very important. But with the way that the ship is currently configured, it is less attuned to housing and shipping people, as it is adventuring, I suppose is the term.
Are you looking for a letter of marque? Is this a roundabout way of asking for one of those?
I beg your pardon, good commander. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm still... a letter of marque is essentially a pretense for legalized piracy. You said adventuring is the configuration of your ship. That sounds like a near admission of piracy to me. Now, of course, I don't know who exactly you are raiding. As to my knowledge, there is 2, maybe 3 other ships out at sea that are not Coast Guard.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Captain, Commander, I beg your pardon. While these are everything that you proposed so far has been truly top of the line, absolutely fantastic, and I will certainly have to take to bear it in mind, really consider it very seriously, as they're just extraordinarily ideas. I really only came here looking for information, for intelligence, if you will.
About the Stormlord's followers and their belongings.
Yes, quite so.
I see.
If you have a mark to offer, I will happily take it.
The problem with a letter of marque is that, generally speaking, you want to specify whom the piracy is permitted against.
Certainly.
And sure, I could say, yes, you have my permission to attack the Sparked, but contrary to popular rumors, I have yet to see any ships filled with them, being crewed by them. And nor have I heard of any nation formed by them.
That's very true, and I don't think anyone really begrudges us for it. So I wouldn't really need one, although it would be very flattering to have. I will think about it. The thing I do need is access to those archives.
To be clear, that was not an open offer. I was asking if that is why you are here. I am not opposed to the idea. However, it would take some consideration to hammer things out.
Certainly.
But, as you said, that is not why you are here. What is it that you are looking for exactly?
Oh, Out of character, it strikes me that none of these things are, like, particularly good things to hear. Oh, just, I just want to be able to summon the god with its true name, and artifacts of power, and a location of power. That's all. That sounds fine, right?
I think you could say that you're looking to put a stop to the upcoming apocalypse.
I am doing that. Yes.
Why is this all like why did we split up and it's all going very poorly?
All we're doing is having conversations.
Cut to Viper holding up 3 different books and cross-referencing them all at the same time.
God. Okay.
Viper's 3-day book binge is the most functional. And it didn't even work.
The things that I'm looking for are connected to the things that I have heard were seen in the collective hallucination. I think that in order to defeat one's enemy, one first needs to know them. And who would know them better than the old guard, if you will, of the storm god?
Yes. If I had any idea where you could find some of them, I would point you, but
I will settle for artifacts at this point.
Yes. Well, we do have some records here, and some items that have been confiscated. A number of them, however, have been sold to interested collectors.
Interested collectors? Are those names available?
Yes, they should be in the records of the confiscations as well.
Absolutely marvelous. Thank you so much, Commander. Already, this is a huge help.
Of course. And please, keep me in the loop of anything you discover.
Yes, sir.
And
Also, is this a date?
Since apparently we're just asking it everywhere. Everything's a date now. Fine.
Excuse you, I would never bother someone at work. Find me after hours, Commander. We'll see what we can do.
if they can't walk away, then it's an inappropriate time to ask.
Exactly. Please. Well, I shake his hand again, and I say, "Well, thank you very much. I will go, take that deep dive."
Of course, it's always a pleasure doing business with you, Captain V.
Certainly.
Okay, so his assistant shows you to some of their archives in the depths of the keep. Give me an investigate roll.
I
To
would
do
love to.
research.
You got time. You can probably like take 10 or 20 on that.
We will. Scroll that. That's a 12. With just my know-how and
Well,
moxie.
you're in luck because of the fact that the you have a very specific idea of the information you're looking for, and there's not like that. It's a specific place and time, basically, right? So it's only a single book that you're looking through. So give me a D6 to see how long it takes you to find what you're looking for in that ledger.
Unlike Viper's plan of, I don't know, I'll just read the whole library.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay, so it's going to take you 2 hours. But looking through this ledger, you're able to find descriptions of a bunch of various items. And some of them are still here in the building. Mostly old. In looking through the documents, you find that in addition to what happened to the priests and themselves, the temple was also burned in the attempts in the killing of the priests. So there's a lot of records of stuff that was burned. So that you find like there are books on site that belonged to the religion that are charred and in bad shape. There's records of like some stuff that was in better shape that was sold to Lord Broadwing.
Shocking.
He's the one with the money.
Well, I suppose conversation with a Broadwing is in order. Whether that's the patriarch himself or his granddaughter, I don't know.
Well, unless anyone has anything else pressing that they would like to do this evening, I think this might be the place to call the session. Unless no one has anything that they feel needs to be scenes to play out this session.
No, we can just infer Dorothy freaking out for like a couple of days.
Does she just come to the library and like?
Yeah, this is
be
why your research is
underfoot-
taking
be
so long.
underfoot?
Literally, yeah. Yeah, she's just like, what is this date thing that you humans?
What did she mean by that?
Wait, how do I say hello next time? Yeah, no, this is exactly why you didn't get your research done, because Dorothy is up your ass.
God. Okay.
It's just easier when people are afraid of you.
All right then. In that case, I think that's it for this evening, which is good because after 2 extensive scenes of extremely gravelly voiced characters, my throat is
You're
killing
done.
me.
Oh no.
I could not have taken a scene of you going to Broadwing, who also has a deep gravelly voice.
Maybe mix it up a little bit.
Look, there are characters with other voices. You just picked the 3 characters who don't have those voices.
Quick, summon that brain nerd again.
God.
Okay. At any rate, thank you all so much for joining us this evening on this research-filled adventure. I'm Austin Ramsey. I have been your GM and host for this evening. You can find me on Twitter at NotAnIn, which is where you can also find You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a rotating cast. If you'd like to find any of my game design work, you can find it at austin-ramsey.itch.io. And this evening, I have, of course, been joined by Christine.
Hi, I've been Christine Blight. I will be Christine Blight, and I am actually good at dates. And lying.
Cool.
Related? Who can say?
Damn.
That is all.
Also joining us this evening is Sasha.
Hi, I've been Sasha. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Renault. You can also find all of my game dev stuff at T-Cabbage. And what Austin didn't mention is you can hear In the Air Tonight, played on Party of One. Like past week. You should go listen to it because it's a really good episode.
Oh,
Cool, thanks.
yes, it is. And In the Air Tonight is my game, and uses Sasha's spindle wheel cards.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was very good. And presumably at some point in the future, you can also hear that played on Spindle Wheel Stories.
Don't listen. Editing is hard.
Look, I know. It's been over a year since I released an episode of The Cenotaph.
We don't have to talk about that right now.
We don't have to call all of us out at once.
Except for Hadrian, who
Yeah, let's call him out.
No, I don't
Adrian,
think
who has done nothing wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Hadrian. Find me on Twitter at Hadrian. I have never written a game. I have never edited a podcast. I do some pretty good art, and you can pay me for that, though, if you want to. I mean, it's cool. Whatever.
Are you good at dates?
I am fucking excellent at dates.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
All right, so if you're around his area, hit him up for a great date.
Yeah.
Mhm. Again, that's at Hadrian, Hadrian.
Just slide into those DMs.
They're open.
Okay, now that I've finished trying to hook up my players with our audience,
Oh, yeah, that's great.
No, it's very bad. I apologize to everyone. Okay.
Look, we're not making we're not using the bombs. We're just providing them.
God. So once again, thank you everyone so much for joining us this evening. We will be back again next week. But until then, I just want to remind everyone...
Don't slide into your listeners' DMs, especially if they're underage. Apparently people need to be told that.
I wish that was the thing that people just knew and followed. But we do actually have to say it because we live in a hellscape.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tweet.